What if I told you that the life you're living right now is just the deepest level of your own dream? What if waking up is really just remembering and everything that you've ever lost was just waiting for you in a deeper level? Movies don't just entertain, they initiate. Today we dive into the dimensions of Inception. Not a film, but a philosophy. Because truthfully, we're all walking through layered illusions. We're dreaming dreams so deep we forgot we were the dreamer. So if you've ever asked, what is reality? Why does the world feel like a loop? What if I'm trapped inside my own subconscious mind? Then you are exactly where you need to be. Let's get into it. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another podcast episode. My name is Javia Monet, the host of the Echoes of the Void podcast, where I help you explore spirituality from all aspects, recognize your potential, and energize your passion to align with your highest self. Segment 1. The first dream is called reality. AKA, you done been here before. Before you had teeth, you were fed identity. Before you touched your mother's breast, you were branded, given a name, a number, a nation, a narrative. They told you what color your skin was before you ever saw a mirror or even understood the use of a mirror. They told you who your people were, fed you a narrative before you ever even learned to speak their pain. They whispered into your spirit before you even knew how to say the name they gave you. You are this. You are that. God lives in the sky. Hell lives in your decisions. You were taught what to fear before you ever chose what to love. You were programmed. And so was I. Right? They didn't ask who you were, they told you. And because you were pure, because you were new and trusting and full of light, you accepted it. Because you were naive. You swallowed the world before you ever even tasted food. A dream was placed over your eyes like a warm blanket, and they called it reality. But this is not real, this is rehearsed. This is the first dream, the collective illusion handed to you at birth. Not just by family, but by systems, schools, symbols, churches, countries, all singing lullabies of limitation into your wide open soul. And now here you are, grown, awakened, aching, not because you're broken, but because the dream no longer fits. You've outgrown the matrix. The mask is slipping. The spell is unraveling. And the question returns to you again and again like a sacred echo. Who are you? Before the world named you. Because this life, this predictable loop of time and expectation is not your home. It's not. It's the first layer of the illusion. And you are multi-dimensional royalty caught in a human daydream. Okay? Do you feel that? I know you do. I know you do. The pull, the whisper, the glitch in the code. The sense that none of this is solid. None of this is real. This reality can bend and time can fold. That you can step outside of this version of yourself and build a new one entirely. You're not the role, you're not the title, you're not the name that someone gave you before you could even speak. You are the dreamer. You are the script writer, the sacred architect. Yeah, you're all of that. And if you're brave enough to question the origin of your beliefs, if you're bold enough to burn the blueprint and start over again, then you won't just awaken, you'll remember. And remembering is the first miracle. The system gave you a name. but your soul has always known better. Segment 2, the male in your mind, how you sabotage yourself. AKA, you cannot heal while still holding on to old programs. There's a ghost in your garden. She wears a face of someone you once loved or someone you used to be. She shows up uninvited in your thoughts, in your dreams, in your hesitations to rise. You don't speak her name often, but she speaks through your self-sabotage, your patterns, your silence when it's time to be seen. The dream world of Inception, they called her Mel. But Mel isn't just a character. Mel is a metaphor. She is the memory you didn't metabolize, right? The version of you frozen in regret. The ache that didn't get closure. That's Mel. Mel is the part of your past that wasn't buried. The part of your past that was simply locked away. And anything locked in the subconscious eventually grows teeth. She'll ruin your dreams, not out of malice, but because she thinks she's protecting you. The subconscious doesn't care about your goals. It cares about its safety. It runs old codes until you write a new one. And Mel, she's an old line of programming. She keeps saying, don't trust again. Remember what happened when you trusted? Don't expand. We got hurt last time, remember? Don't forgive. They don't deserve it. Don't heal. Pain is the only thing that feels familiar now. Mel isn't your enemy, but she will keep destroying your dreams until you stop pretending you don't hear her. The longer you avoid her, the louder she gets. The longer you deny your grief, the more it reappears, wearing new masks over and over and over again, disguised as lovers, friends, losses, delays. Unprocessed pain becomes the architect of your reality, and you wonder why you can't move forward, why you sabotage the breakthrough, why you keep choosing the same heartbreak in different clothes. Because Mel is still in the basement and she's still scripting your story. So here's the sacred truth. You must speak to her. Not to blame her, not to fight her, not for anything, but to set her free. Go back. Close your eyes. See the version of you that was hurt, misunderstood, rejected, abandoned. Speak softly. Forgive what you thought you needed to carry. Say, I remember, I release, I love you, but I can't let you drive anymore. Segment 3. You are the architect, the observer, and the oracle, aka you build your reality. Every single building that you ever walked into began with a thought, a sketch on a napkin, a vision in someone's mind. That's how creation begins, not with bricks, but with belief. And your life is no different. Your reality is not a coincidence. It's not punishment. It's not even destiny. It's an architecture. You're the one drawing the blueprints. The world around you is your subconscious externalized. Every relationship, every cycle, every fandom, blessing, or breakdown is part of the maze you built with your mind. Like you built every interaction with everything. In Inception, the dream can't exist without the architect. Someone must design the world, the hallways, the gravity, the rules, the illusion. And the same is true for you. You don't just live in a world, you create one with your thoughts, your beliefs, your vibrations. And you are the architect, the observer, the oracle. But because you've forgotten that, the dream has turned on you. Right? The dream is coming for you now. You're building subconsciously. You're manifesting from wounds, not wisdom. You wake up in a room you didn't even decorate, following roles you did not choose, living out stories that don't even belong to you. But listen, the moment you become aware of the dream, you begin to reshape it, right? The walls bend, the floors shift, the ceiling becomes the sky, right? Awareness is the lever, right? The choice. Intention is the hammer. And healing is the key that unlocks every single hidden door. So ask yourself, what kind of world have I built? What beliefs are holding up the walls of my limitation? Who gave me this blueprint? And do I still want it? Because reality is plastic in the hands of a lucid soul. You can tear down every false foundation and rebuild with bricks of truth. Man, not the truth they gave you, not the gospel of fear, not the architecture of approval, your truth, whatever you make it. The one that's hidden behind the noise, the one that speaks when you're silent, the one that knows you came here not to conform, but to create. You don't need permission to rebuild. You don't need a second opinion to reroute your story. You don't need that. You don't need a sign. This moment is your sign. This video alone is your sign. Your emotions are sacred tools. Your vision is sacred geometry. Use them. You can design a life where peace is permanent, where love is unconditional, where abundance is the architecture of your everyday. But only if you wake up inside of this dream and say, I've seen enough borrowed blueprints. It's time that I draw my own. Segment 4, the kick. When the universe shakes you awake. AKA, discomfort is divine intervention. In every dream, there comes a moment when it begins to fall apart. The floor cracks, the illusion trembles, the scenery dissolves into sand. In Inception, they call this moment the kick, the violent jolt that wakes up the dreamer. But in this realm, your kick is not a van falling off a bridge. It's heartbreak. It's betrayal. It's the job you lost when you thought you were secure. It's the day your voice shook and you said, I can't do this anymore. Kicks aren't always physical. Sometimes they arrive as silence, loneliness, depression, so heavy it folds your timeline into stillness. And when it happens, you think something's wrong. But I'm here to remind you, the kick is sacred. The breaking is your becoming. Collapse is coded. The universe doesn't destroy for destruction's sake. It dismantles what no longer holds your expansion. That relationship fell apart because your soul outgrew the lie. That storm hit because you stopped listening to the whisper. Pain is the loudest prophet. When it knocks, it doesn't ask permission. It kicks down the fucking door. It kicks the fucking door down. For real. Not to harm you, but to wake you the fuck up. Because there's a difference between sleep and numbness. And too many souls walk through this world choosing comfort over consciousness. And I'm not talking like woo-woo consciousness that they put in the fucking media. I'm talking about choosing your path and going that way. Having your personal relationship with God, regardless of if you think that God is outside of you or you think that God is within you. Doesn't matter. If you're here, if these words find you, you're already mid-fall. You're already mid-kick. Already hovering between worlds, wondering which layer of the dream you'll wake up in next. Here's what I need you to know. The kick does not come to ruin your life. It comes to reset the frequency. You never meant to stay where you were. You were never meant for that. You were never meant to survive off of crumbs and then be grateful for them. Stay humble for them. You were never meant to forget your name in order to be accepted. So the kick came. And yes, it fucking hurt. The kick is fucking painful. But guess what? You're still here. You made it through. Right? And now you're more lucid than ever. You see through the noise. You see through the noise. You question the script. You no longer flinch at the crumbling because something inside of you knows this collapse is divine. You're not being tested. You're being initiated. You are not being punished. You're being positioned. What you lost was never yours. What fell was never solid. And what remains is the part of you that remembers how to rise. So fall if you must. Let the dream collapse. Because sometimes the only way out is down. Segment 5. Choose the dream. Don't wait to wake. AKA, presence is your power. In the final scene of Inception, the top spins and we're left wondering, did it fall? Was he still dreaming? But maybe that was never the point. Maybe the real question was, did he finally choose his own dream? Because at some point, you stop asking what's real and start choosing what feels the most true. And truth, beloved, it's not external. It's not conformed by gravity or logic or applause or fucking science. Truth is resonance. Whatever resonates most with you is your truth. It's the stillness you feel when you finally step into a reality that you no longer need to escape from. We are raised to believe that awakening is some mountaintop moment, but we must fast for 40 days, renounce the world, wait for the skies to split open. But the real awakening, it's presence. It's being here now. Choosing to exit fully, fiercely, fearlessly inside the dream. To stop running. To stop bargaining your reality. And to say, this is mine. I built it. And if you don't like it, I don't give a fuck. I can keep building. Yes, that's your choice to make. So make it. Life is not a prison. It's a projection. A projection of whatever your subconscious mind wants to put out into the world. And projections change when the light inside of you shifts, right? You don't need to escape. You don't need to transcend. You need to remember. And even here, in this flesh, in this form, in this field of paradox, you are still God dreaming. You're God's dream. The God outside of you or the God within you. Who cares? The question is, are you still dreaming on autopilot or are you dreaming with intention? You don't have to wait to wake up. You can wake up right now with your eyes open, with your hands working, with your breath slow and sovereign. You can look out into the world and say, I chose this. Not because it's perfect, not because it's easy, but because you're present in it. Because you're no longer trying to escape into a fantasy or collapse under the weight of the past. But instead you say, I am here, I am awake, and I remember I can build this. I can rebuild this. I can destroy this. Stop spinning your top. Stop waiting for someone to tell you it's safe to believe again. You are the safety. You are the signal. You are the dream. You are the dreamer. You are the architect. And the moment you choose your reality with clarity, with conviction, and with presence is the moment that the dream becomes your design. No more sleepwalking through this reality. No more waiting for the kick. This is it. This moment. This shift. Don't wait to become awake. Just wake up. And then dream boldly. All right, y'all, it's time for a song. And why I got this whip across my back, my back, my back, my back, my back. And then I'm going to come in there like, tell me what you know about the traits of a leader. Leaders are big dreamers. They come early and stay late. Attitude of gratitude, long term. They think straight, compare. Nah, this shit's bigger. Owner of the actions. Entitled, nah, this shit's thicker. This shit's bigger. Bigger than anything you ever seen. Stop hoping and wishing. The broadcast is you. Pasted in clear view. You're the truth. You to you. Stop with the attention seeking, actions do the speaking. Casting is the vision, a marathon of missions. Negative thoughts and feelings, affirm what you weep in. Single-minded weekends, organize, energize, mobilize, but reset. Breathe, your breath is your consciousness. The reset, retest, the words of the wise, words in the sky, so you don't have to question the wise. Yes, that is the song. We are recording it this week and it should be out by next week. So make sure y'all tap in because this shit is hard. And my love just released a song. It's good as fuck. It's called Detached Like a God. And y'all need to go and listen to that.
Cause everyone you walk with one day becomes forgotten. Detaching from reality. I'm under my skin. I'm overconscious. This world is only you. When the credits roll, your name in view, that's why I walk in solid confidence. Not loud, not arrogant. I'm unbothered. I'm the father. I'm your God in the distance that only have love for his sons and his daughters. So my children, I've got you under my skin, but you don't have no time for me.
Here's the conclusion. We return from the layered labyrinths of the mind, from the shadows of memory, from the spinning top of uncertainty. We return to breath, to this moment, this body, this now. No longer confused by the illusion, no longer lost in the programs, because we remember. We were never just watching the dream, we were writing it. Every heartbreak is a chapter. Every silence is a scene. Every tear is an ocean in the script of our becoming. And now you know. You are not the role you were casted in. You are not the name they gave you before you tasted truth. You are not the rules you were taught before you knew how to rebel beautifully. You are the dreamer. You are the one behind the curtain, the architect behind the illusion. You are the echo of the source, the silence, and the sound. You are not here to fit the mold. Fuck the mold. You are here to melt it. Melt the fucking mold. Not here to follow the dream, but to reprogram it. Reshape it, reclaim it. You are no longer waiting for the kick. You are the one who initiates the rise. You no longer chase the real. You choose what's real and breathe it into form. Let your eyes stay open. Let your presence stay full. Let your dream be so divine. And say it with me one last time. I am the dream. I am the dreamer. I am the architect of my awakening. Until next time, stay lucid, stay free, stay God, and as always, embrace the void.